Hey everyone, I'm David Barrett from ProjectBytes.com. So I'm presenting this week part of the licensing agreement that we have at Project Bytes with chapters, PMI chapters, is what I will be presenting, or I'm able and available to present at two of their monthly meetings each year. And so this week I'm presenting in Montana at the PMI Montana chapter. Looking forward to it. Talking about essential communication skills. And this is what I'm going to tell them over an hour, and I'm going to tell you in under a minute. What I'm going to tell them is that I see 4 or 5 different essential elements to great communication skills. Now, I'm not going to go into the details of how to present and how to write and grammar issues and PowerPoint issues, but here's some tips that are a little bit outside the box that I think are really important when you are communicating. One is the most important, you have to know your audience. You have to know exactly who's in there, not exactly, but what they're interested in, what's bugging them today, where are their issues. What can you do to help them, especially if you're presenting to an executive committee? You want to make sure you know what they really need to know from you. One of the problems we have in communicating as project managers is we know too much, and we want to tell them everything. You got to stop. You got to understand the power of the 20-second elevator speech or the 2-minute presentation or the 20-minute capture of the whole project status. That's that key to knowing your audience. Read them, understand them. If you don't, before you go in or before you write or before you meet, then ask the questions. They won't mind. Number 2 is structure the message really well. You will lose your audience really quickly when you're presenting, when you're writing, when you're meeting, when you're speaking, if you're all over the map, if you haven't structured it properly with that introduction and that close that wraps it all up, the bookends and the detail in the middle. And that brings me to the third piece, which I really love, which is that 7 bullets, the key to success. Came from my friend Benoit DeGrasse in Montreal, who wrote a chapter in the book, The Keys to Our Success, who said, the key to communicating is 7 plus or minus 2. That's it. 7 items plus or minus 2. I usually work 5 over an hour or 6 max. So I'm going to tell you 6 things. And even in this little thing, there are 5 or 6 things only. And fourth, pop them. Don't amble in and wander into your presentation or take 3 pages to kind of bore the heck out of me. I'm going to put it down, or I'm going to pick up my iPhone when I'm watching you in an audience. Pop me hard, get me fast, get me crying or laughing or getting scared. Change my presence in order to grab you my attention. And finally, use the right tools. And that's a big one. That's the PowerPoint, that's the technology, that's the visual, that's everything. And that's a huge question mark for a lot of people. Folks, I see 5 items to really good essential communication skills. Number 1, know your audience. Number 2, structure the message well. Number 3, pop them, or use the 7 bullets, I should say. Structure the message, use the 7 bullets, pop them fast at the beginning, and use the right tools. I'm David Barrett from ProjectBytes.com. We are a subscription site of microeducation for project managers. And when I say micro, I mean everything's 20 minutes. And I teach our speakers, over 140 of them now, from around the world, to make sure that they hit you hard in the first 20 seconds or they're going to lose you. And that's how we work. Great communication skills. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.